Okay, so hey guys. It's almost silly. I almost didn't want to post or do this video because I had this whole plan for like a full production, my face beat. I've been taking this camera film class and I was gonna do these extra effects and stuff. And then I just found myself super emotional and crying. And then I was like, how silly it is for me to want to show such a vulnerable video and then have like a full production around my vulnerability. I was like, why not just make it raw? And then also too, I also was like, I feel like I'm gonna be blacklisted on LinkedIn. This video is so embarrassing that like as I post this, no one's gonna know that I'm doing this till I actually post it. So that's the wildness of it all. Yeah, so I quit my 200K job for my mental health, and damn, I don't even know how to start with why we got here. And for my mental health, and honestly, to figure out myself, figure out what's going on, and I'm posting this, and I'll probably explain at the end of this video because I have been battling with fear and anxiety, and I just don't want it to be the boss of me anymore. So to take, and sorry if I don't make eye contact with the camera. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this. This is me just talking. So we have to take it back. So how I even got here, because I'm surprised I got here. So basically, back like post collegiate, I was a really broke college student. So my main goal in life was making six figures. I was like, all I want to do is just make six figures, hit this money, hit this goal, and life will be complete. I'll have the body, I'll have the man, I'll just be on the other side, is what I thought. So in 2019, I hit that goal, and you would think like my life would change and everything would be perfect. um, no, it actually became chaotic because the day was still the same, nothing changed, and I was like, ooh shit, what next? Like I had made this such a goal of mine that like I didn't focus on anything else. So when I hit that goal, I didn't think about like after the goal. And then I work in tech, I work as a software engineer, so it's kind of silly I had that goal because if you do work in this field, I do feel like after a few years of experience, it's not that hard to hit the six-figure goal, especially with this inflation economy. It's not that hard to hit this goal. Sorry if the audio and I sound weird. I'm really emotional as I'm doing this video now, but this is my like, I'm not letting fear control me anymore. Okay, sorry, camera was acting crazy. So in my state of confusion, I was like, okay, well, I think I love the artsy process of like software design. Software engineering has always been a very artistic experience for me more than an intellectual. So I was like, okay, software architect, that sounds fun. And then the idea too of building my own business sounded like fun as well. So then I ended up getting lucky in that the job I had at the time around the state of confusion was pretty good. Like I crushed it. I got a lot of my software designing in. It was great. And then on top of that, like my friends were great. I was doing a bunch of hobbies, so I was literally never home. So that state of confusion and problems kind of just like went away because I was literally always working. If I wasn't working, I was hanging out with friends. If I wasn't with friends, I did hobbies. And I was like, okay, I can live this life. At the time, my dating life was meh, but I was honestly content. I was very happy. Like, it was actually one of the happiest time periods of my life, actually. And so then yeah, I kept going like that until boom, the pandemic hit. I'm stuck home, and now those feelings of like, what next? What am I doing in life? Kick in. And y'all, it was really rough. Like, then I just mentally started getting to a dark place. I did at the time like go full speed with starting my business. So then I was like, okay, like we can do this. But I will say that mentally, as the year started to pass by, my mental health deteriorated because I just never addressed those feelings of like, who am I? What do I want to do in life? Like, and I'm not talking just from like a career perspective, but like health, creativity, just kind of those general purpose, finding myself things. I know some of you guys are eye rolling, like, what a very privileged thing to experience, but the lack of true fulfillment was just really getting to me. So fast forward, I'm in my current job, and I actually am getting a lot of software architectural experience. It's pretty cool. Everything's pretty decent. I will say the one thing that was rough was most of the jobs I had previously, I did not have to go into office as much, and this one I did. I thought in hindsight the social would be good for me, but surprisingly the train commutes, because at least in my old jobs I could drive, the train commutes were rough for me, because sitting on a train for 45 minutes in your head is just not fun. And so yeah, I just, going through typical ruminations. And then basically, which I probably honestly won't share, life started lifing. And yeah, and so then the stress starts regressing. I basically I'm experiencing nausea. I have like a skin rash from hell, and just all these health issues are popping up. And then to top it off, other life things start happening, other things I'm not going to bring up on here start happening. And yeah, it just started becoming, I would just like come home crying, mentally got into a dark place. And then I was having a conversation with my partner, and it was just like, enough is enough, because I had gotten to such a dark place that I was just losing motivation to do anything. I was like, I need a break. My mental health needs a break. And yeah, so I quit. And after quitting, everything's not perfect, but my nervous system feels pretty down. Mentally, I feel okay. So I'm not like, woo, but I'm not like as dark as I was. And with that being said, one of the things I did want to tackle on is in this time period, I feel like after having like going to such a dark place, you kind of just realize how short life is, how mortal. I think before I used to think you would have 9 lives, and I'm realizing you don't. You have one life, and I'm like, do I want to like live a life of regret and safety, or do I want to like venture off into the wild full of fear and just full of really living a full life? And that is why I created this video. I wish I had some very productive thing to say, but it's mostly to conquer my fear of, yeah, I guess being vulnerable on the internet. Yeah, I don't have a purpose for this. This was selfishly for myself. So if you have finished here till the end, I guess like, what are some things that scare you that you want to try? And I'm hoping my 40-year-old self will watch this and laugh at how scared I was, and I'm hoping she is super brave.